diagram shows on the manual. Okay? Chances are, panel is like that.
아 그럼 이렇게 붙인 거.
So you put that stiffener right here, you rivet it, you screw down, you make it flat. That's why stiffening the E panel. Right? So
More aesthetic than anything.
Aesthetic. Oh, cause
Yeah, because when you look at it, yeah, it's like going like that.
So as a component, as you imagine, your imaginary role is very important. You have to imagine just like you're installing as an installer, what you need. Right? Sometimes a clip fastener, you need 1 inch shorter that doesn't go below the deck. The reason being, sometimes they hit the bar joint at the starting channel. Sometimes there's a big angle bend plate that prevent us to go in all the way. So if you just hit the top, enough to hit the top, doesn't go all the way down, hitting that angle, let's say 4-inch insulation, right? Then you need about 5 inch screws. So nowadays almost always 1.5 inches, or 3 inch special case, but almost always 1.5 inches. So 5 screw that goes back through, but it doesn't hit the bottom. So sometimes you need about 1 bucket of those. Sometimes, most times you should, but a lot of time my guys just use it somewhere already. They don't have it. But you need to those coordination between the PM and the foreman to understand those one shorter length is about. So a checklist is come out with this. So make sure we got every component. If we don't have E-flashing, we cannot install panel. If we don't have an insulation, there's a lot of factors we cannot install. Name of the game: when we hit the job, we run with it. Everybody know what to do. Everybody got everything they need. Run with it. Then our guy, well, that's our guy's job too. And then our guy's pretty good at it. They're good workers. Right? And as a PM, it requires a job experience too. You got to imagine how long it's going to take. Okay, something. Okay, this calendar, I say no more than a week. Really, they can finish panel. Right? You got to know that, but it comes with the experience, right? But depending on what panel, what is that detail they're working with. They go through dormer, valley, hip. It takes them more time. But straight run, that can install probably 80, 90 panels. You can think about they will finish 4 days. If they took us 7 days, then something wrong. You gotta know what it is. Right? It really happens. Depending on how the guys working out there, what their attitude is. For them, is really whether it takes 7 days, takes 4 days, doesn't make any difference to me. That's what if they have that kind of attitude, we got a problem as a company. But so far, our guys perform really well. I'm thankful. Our guys, this field is pretty trustworthy. They want to work hard. They want to get a job quick. They want to do a good job. So we have good workers out there. That's really fundamentally Eastern. Where that they're really supporting Eastern. They're the actual go-doers of all our planning. Right? So we really need to support them. We really need to help them, support them, understand them, make them have good attitude. Right? Sometimes money is a big factor, but money is not all the factor. Sometimes the guy hates you. No matter how much money you pay, they don't want to work with you. Right? Sometimes you don't want to be that point. Yeah, money is a big factor in our life. We will work. Unfortunately, we work. We need to make money so we can support our loved ones. But that's why you need to earn their respect. That's something I cannot do it for you. You have to do it to earn your respect from our guys or our workers around. Right? That's something you have to work hard to get that trust and So make sure the component is not missing. Project management, that's very important so our guys perform our job. Okay? Therefore, a lot of times I compare to an analogy of like a war. Army, as much as I hate the guys from Army stuff, right? But their system is really good. Their system really works. That's why this whole big army operation in the United States works. Right? Otherwise, they're chaos. like a battle, you know. We need to, if they fight the war, if they need to fight with the tank guys out there, we don't give them tank, right? We just give them just rifle stuff, just kill them, right? You don't want to, you know, where they, you know, where we use 20 panels, like 15-foot panel, we put, you provide them with forklift. Sometimes, you know, it's 1 story high. Sometimes you can hand deliver. Right? It all depends on the job. So that's what I'm saying. You don't provide tank, but then you only need rifle today. It costly to bring the tank. Right? Of course, you'll win the battle. Boom, he's done. Right? It's very easy for our guy. Doesn't have to do anything. But what expense? Right? So you need to give them right tool, right ammunition. They gotta have ammunition. You give them M16. They don't have ammunition. What? They'll die. They lose the war. So you need to make sure they got what they need to do, adequate material and supply to best support the PM needs to do to support them. They can do their job. This is very important of the preparation of all the material they need. So a lot of thinking is involved. So that's at the beginning. We want to get that out of the way at the submittal phase, most of the job, or the list stuff. But that's the where you go check the detail, you go check the spec. So that's perfect time to come up with the list. You don't want to go back there and look again. Then you gotta go. You don't remember. 3, 4, 4, 5 months down the road, you don't remember. It all looks similar. You gotta go back there. Was it 4 inches? 1.5 inches? Let's not do that. Let's not duplicate our work. We already have enough work. All right, let's discuss our fab list. Okay, let's have in the order of our fab list. Okay, order of our installation as we need. Right. So if we let's say we make the fab list. Let's say from our sheet we got fab list. Okay, we got fab list our sheet. Right. We're gonna start with the eave. Because that's where we're gonna start panel. We always have to start panel first, most of the time. Well, sometimes we have to do trim first. Rare case. Like John said, we have to do fascia first sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. But we usually design the way we have to install all the panel first. That's our design, default design. Sometimes inevitably they want to have some special gutter that breaks like this. This go under the eave. Then we gotta have this gutter. Sometimes we could not get approval. Right? Depend on job. But let's go over this job. Okay, this job we were developing as if we were developing fab list. Okay, so you need to really draw it. You don't have to duplicate your work. So eve, we need fab list of eve flashing. Okay, so for this line item, maybe it's all eve. Okay, so we got eve flashing, right? So from the drawing, you have to check if there's any dimension notation of the drawing. If drawing really sometimes some architect is good at putting what size they want to put it. So we usually need to follow it, right? Depending on if there's a consultant there, is this an architect or somebody is inspecting it. Sometimes it's short, they're going to reject it. So we have no excuse not to do it per drawing, right? Unless we put in the shop drawing per scale. Hey, per scale is 4 inches. I don't care yours, yeah, but you know. So let's say okay, from this fab list, you put 6 inches, or maybe 1.5 inches. Okay, well, half-inch hand. Sometimes we do hand, sometimes we don't do hand. If we don't have to do hand, let's not do the hand, but depend on the job, okay? Your hand. Hand is a lot of work. 3-step work. Okay, and you stress the panel, stress the machine. I like to minimize stress the machine. I like to minimize machine bending. Sometimes you can think a little bit, you can bend 1 time and finish, sometimes you have to do 3 times. Okay? That's our number 1 employee. Alright? Let's work. Alright? So, okay, we've got E-flash in this design. Okay, and then you need to put the slope. Right? 3 and 12. If you know the angle, put the angle. But sometimes there's a 2, 3, 4 different slope. You have to separate it. Separate it. 3 separated. Don't put it here. Separate it. Same size, everything. You put like 5 and 12. And you put quantity. I don't know how you're going to do it. 50? Huh? Let's develop E-flashing. E-flash, you need the E component of the E. That's where you're going to put the fascia too. That's the E component. Alright? So 여기에 what we need. We need a fascia, right?
근데요, 사장님.
Yeah.
거기에 페이샤가 들어가 버리면은
Yeah.
케이블 쪽에 페이샤는 또 어떻게 하실 거예요?
또 게이블 컴포넌트 같이 가야지.
또 케이블 쪽에 또 케이블 컴포넌트에 또 케이블 페이샤 또 떨어지고 있고.
Yeah, 무조건 이제 I want to complete the fab list.
사이즈가 같다 하더라도.
그 plasma needs to know that it's match. The gable. That's the point of experience. Hey, the gable Eve needs to meet. We have to be same size. Or, yeah.
separate or together. Or.
Yeah, but right now I want Eve components all here.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes you can make it, depending on you guys, you can make a fine tuning of that. So I want fabulous there. Just like DMI give us fabulous, right? At the end. That's very important. DMI does a good job, but we don't utilize it at all. But I want this. So fascia, we put it here. Hey, okay, fascia. That's where you decide. Okay, this needs a gutter. But sometimes you decide a little shorter because gutter gonna cover. But as a default, trying to come up as much as gutter or a little bit below as a default. Right? Depends on size. Oh shit. If we can make 1 inch shorter, we can make a full sheet out of it. Huh? Sometimes you got 1,500 linear feet of fascia. 150 pieces you're making. If you can reduce 1 inches somewhere, you can make a perfect 3-piece. Huh? That's very important. Huh? That's you got to save money there. Huh? 그러면 you decide, okay, 1 inch shorter. Right? As a default, we're making fascia looks like this all the time, which is good practice, right? Because this stiffening will reduce OK. Because we're putting the wood blocking that is not perfect. It's warped, everything. So you don't want to, as you, one time Johnny screwed here, I told you. When the Tucker library, he screwed here, I thought, what the? That defeats all the purposes. So we make sure we want to screw here, huh? And then so it doesn't transfer that screw element, that screw give you tension, and then you will, every screw locate your O-can. So it doesn't transfer the O-can as your brakes. So then you're nice, flat, and then, so we're going to design it. Let's say a little bit here, 1 inches, half inches, default, right? One, and then whatever, 9 inches, 2 inches, 1.5 inches. Right? And then, 여기 디자인은, this Eve design is where we don't need another head channel. We redesign so that we don't need another head channel behind this soffit. Okay, sometimes you design it where you need head channel, which is more easier. Whenever you have two-piece system, it gives some flexibility. It can be up and down a little bit, right? But if you, but we make it this way, so this piece is gone, right? Since we're not installing fascia first, we're going to do, we can do soffit first and do that. We can tightly put a soffit first and do this. That right there, they save us a bunch. Labor, by the time you put same fascia, we're eliminating not only soffit, another piece of J-trim, so it's big saving on labor. That you don't see how much it is, the value, but there is big value there.
So we have to put soffit first.
This one we have to put soffit first. There's a time we have to put fascia first, then we have to give it a little room. But we have to put the soffit first. But this design, well, we're going to install panel first, we're going to dry in first, so we can wait to the brick and then do all this component at one time. As we go up there. Right? That's the ideal. We want to finish at one time as we go up there. Soffit, everything go together. That's how we're going to coordinate it. Sometimes, it changes a little bit, but that's... So we made this component. Okay, and then we need gutter. Okay? Yeah, hold on. Okay? 그러면 let's say it's usually 7 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches, 1 inches, 뭐 이렇게 한단 말이야. The gutter, right? Typical gutter design. How many pieces? You usually go by whatever E-flashing. Right? Okay, now we gotta put everything, we have to put degree. Right? You go like that. Well, when we design the fascia, you put 90 here. You put 90 here. What do you do here? I know John knows, but
Wait, what are you asking?
you put the bending angle.
Yes.
90 here, 90 here. What we do here? What's the angle here?
What's the angle there?
What is best way? Best outcome.
A little bit more.
Height to the soffit, right?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, 93 or 92. 92. They're tighter. That way it's just tight, right? Because think about our error in our fab machine. Where a fab machine is not perfectly all 90. Some center it can be a little more or a little less, depending on. So you think about, so give a little 92, so it's at least it can come down to 90, but usually a little more. That way it's very tight to soffit. You don't want like this. Because your angle is very important. Make our guy's job easier. Little fabrication, your 2 plus 2 minus 2 3 makes our guy's job. They don't have to force it anything. Everything has trim. Everything has to be nice, easy to install. If they start forcing it, you not only work harder, your outcome is really bad. Everything's nicely easy to install. So that's where you're gonna put it here, 92. All right, tight. Okay, now comes the gutter. Q. Question. Okay, this is gutter shape. Okay, how we know this degree? How can we come out with this degree here? How can we come out with this degree here? This is degree we don't know.
Drawings?
Yeah, another way. You have to actual size를 draw 돼. 그리고 you can refer almost always if you put the angle that the protractor.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, you put it on the architecture drawing. You blow up and put it in drawing. That's the degree you want. 딱 넣으면, right? 그러면 you have to draw it. Usually, yeah, you have to put maybe 110. 여기는 또 maybe 100, maybe 130. 130, 110이냐?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be the same.
Huh?
110, 110.
110, 110.
Right.
That way it gives you.
Yeah, this is 90, 90, 90. Right? Okay. Then there also comes here, this function here. Right? You cannot make 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, even you wanted to. It's hard. Why? Huh?
Why?
Why are we always making? Why are we always making this?
That's what I was gonna say.
Why?
그 만드는 것 때문에.
Fabrication, because the machine has a half, 3/8 inch of this plate. The feeding bending location is right here. It's 3/8 inches. So half inch, let's say half inch. You have to fit it in. You need this half inch room. So if you push it this way, you cannot get any tighter than half inch. That's why you have to. This is default. We all the gutter. If you don't know, you can go reference many job fabrications here. We're saving it. That's why how they make gutter. They're always like this. Okay. So if this is you try to make 3/4 or 1 inch or 1.5, 1 1/4. So it's half inch more than this. So some design you need to come in where the machine can bend it. That's fabulous. 할 때 만드는 거야. Okay. So you come out, you put the angle here. That's fabulous. Are we finished with each component? What is that we're missing? Are we finishing?
Gutter hanger,
Okay, that's good.
and then
Got a hanger.
그거 저기
Make sure you put the
stiffener,
underline. And then
different gauge.
sometimes sometimes it's easier to make it 3-dimensional. Okay, somehow 3-dimensional. Huh? Sometimes it's got to hang underline 해가지고 so Louis does not make this type of section of hundreds of them. I'm not sure he knows, but I think that's okay.
Oh man, that'd be funny.
그거 생각한다고. 지바도 그냥 지바, you're thinking small piece, 500 of them, right? You put 지바 500 했다고. 그럼 루이스가 뭘 만들겠어?
500cc.
10th section 한다고. 항상, okay? So sometimes I draw it. Inevitably, I'll draw this. Okay, I'm gonna say, this is 15 inches. 그 small 쓰고 underline 하고. small underline. Okay? Small piece 만들 때, especially small piece 만들 때는. So huddle hanger, you have to put dimension, okay? 그 다음에, let's say this is 5 inch면 maybe 6 inch라고.
걸어 행거는 꼭 대보는 게 좋죠.
그렇지. 그 다음에,
맞다.
exactly.
Check.
So you put the note.
Check.
Check. Okay? Check. Before everything. 뭐 어떻게, before
물가를
that. W. Check. 이런 거 일어나야 돼. Default. Once you go through, okay, what else am I missing?
stiffener.
Exactly, stiffener. stiffener는 뭐 angle, straight 해야 되고, 이게 보면 straight을 해야 되고, 근데 straight 90도로 이건 하게 돼 있네. 90도가 좋네. 90 degree. So, okay, stiffener 여기를 리벳 줄 거 아니야.
네.
So we need at least what? Half inch will do it, but it depends on maybe plus minus 3/4. Another thing you need to think about is how much we overhang the panel. Our guys, as a default, we overhang maybe 3/4 inches, 1 inches. So you don't want to create more than that. You don't want to touch it. If it's not going to go, it's not going to stick out. So, maybe half inch would depend on, because our guy usually overhang this one, our panel, maybe sometime our panel, when you look at the line, it comes like this. Sometimes they go in and out. Why?
chalk line.
It's not a chalk line, no. Why?
the taking.